Hi guys, me again. Long time no see. Oh gosh, I have tried to make this video so many times and it just hasn't worked out. Yeah, I have been missing in action for a while. There's just a lot of stuff been going on. You guys know that my dad has vascular dementia, and last October we all moved into one house together. We used to live in a house and it was separate into two flats. My dad lived on the bottom and me and my son lived on the top, and then the landlord decided to sell. We had been talking for a good few years that me and my son were going to move in with my dad, or my dad was going to move in with us, and we were going to get one place together. So it was on the cards, and then the landlord putting that house up for sale, the flats up for sale, pushed us to take that step. So in October, that's what we did. And guys, we have been in this house now almost a year. I can't believe it. People said to me, oh, in like 8 months' time, you'll still have boxes you haven't unpacked. And I thought, no, not me. And that is the way it has turned out. I have still got stuff to do. I'm sat in this room now and I'm looking up at the curtains, and some of the curtain hooks have come off the curtains, and they were like that, not quite as bad, but there was a few missing when we moved in. And I still haven't been to buy more and done that. Is just loads I haven't done because I haven't had the time. People that have looked after or know people with dementia, either Alzheimer's or vascular dementia like my dad, or just having to care for somebody, it takes over your whole life. And I thought, oh, once we move in together, it'd be easier, you know, I'll be around all the time. So I just thought it would be easier. And it turns out that this has turned into like my full-time job now, looking after my dad. I'm not gonna go into details and stuff what's been going on, but let's just say that I have been left to look after my dad and everything else, and I've asked for help. So today is Sunday, and hopefully is a new start of me getting a little bit of time out from my dad. Like I said, it's just constant at the moment. If I'm not working, I'm at home and I can't really do anything. My dad has good days and bad days, and every single day is different. And I want to try and make a plan, and that plan just goes out the window. And I like routine and structure, and I can't have any of that because, like I said, each day is different, and I don't know what is going to be thrown at me from one day to the next. And yeah, it's just been quite hard. Memory is really failing him now, and I've noticed in the last 6 weeks, me, my son and my dad got COVID. I won't go into how we got COVID. But yeah, if I look back now, I don't know how I've done it. I don't know how I've kept going. I'm self-employed, so if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I had COVID, my son had COVID, I was really poorly, I had to still keep on working. I was looking after my dad, I was looking after my son, and yeah, and if you look back you think, oh my gosh, how did I do that? And so, yeah, that is why basically the videos stopped, because I just couldn't get them done. I'm really hoping now, because I was hoping to get one video out a week, and then that just stopped, and I haven't had the headspace, the energy, nothing And then when I have a spare second, there's stuff to sort out, and oh gosh, yeah. But I won't bore you with all the gory details because it's quite sad, really. Yeah, that is what's been going on, and I know a lot of you know what I'm going through, and I've had so many lovely messages. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And everybody, you know, tell me, take your time, don't worry, just wondering if you're okay. Yes, I am okay. I am just absolutely exhausted, and I'm really hoping now that I'm going to get some help. So, what time is it now? It is 1 o'clock, and I've just realised I haven't eaten. I was in work first thing this morning. On the way home then I grabbed some stuff to make a Sunday lunch. Came home, my son needed help with something, so did that. My brother came to pick up my dad, and he's gone to my brother's house. I don't know how long for, so I am trying to get everything done just in case he's not there for maybe as long as was originally discussed, because like I said, things are changing all the time. Yeah, so I've been trying to rush around. So I've got, I'll say Sunday lunch, but we're going to eat it about maybe 5-6 o'clock this evening. And I got a big joint of pork for £6. I got carrots, parsnips, swede and white potatoes, and my son was like, oh, I would love honey roasted parsnips. So I thought, great. So I've got the pork ready, I've prepped the honey roasted parsnips, I've chucked in some carrots there as well, and then we're going to have carrot, swede and parsnip mash. And I know it's a lot of the same veg, but the veg was really cheap, and I thought if I did it different ways it would, I don't know, look, we're eating something different but still keeping a Sunday dinner really cheap. And I've made lots of it, so then I can use it again tomorrow. We can have the same thing tomorrow. You know, I think I made a video on it. That even has been going out of the window. I haven't been able to plan, I haven't been able to do any of my usual stuff, and it's eating me inside, and I'm trying to adapt and change, but like I said, no day is the same. Some days he will remember and some days he won't, and no 2 days are the same. It's completely random and hard. People said, oh, teenage boys, you don't realise how much they eat, and it's like, oh my goodness, wow. You know, like my planning before where I'd make a plate and I'd portion it up and stuff like that and have a plan, this is for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so and so. That has gone out the window. All my old videos, all the stuff that I used to be able to do, I am not doing, and in a way there was no time, but that messed with my head as well. It's still messing with my head, that I'm just desperate for this routine. And now my dad's out the house, my son has gone fishing, it's just me here, and I've made dinner in peace. I've got it done. Nothing has, you know, thrown me off. I haven't got, let's just leave it at that. So that feels really good. I've got a load of stuff that I need to do, and that's very overwhelming because this is like my first day in 8 weeks that I've had a bit of a break from my dad. And I've got so much I want to do, and it's overwhelming me at the moment because I've got to think, right, no, because I've got it in my head now, this isn't going to last, I've got this one and I might not get another few hours now away on my own to do stuff for another 8 weeks, so I've got to get it all done today. And no, it can't be like that. I've just got to do little things today that are going to help me relax, that are going to get me prepared for the next week and feel like I can do it, and other things, they're not important. They can just wait. It doesn't matter that those curtains are coming off the rail. I've got curtains, they're up, they work, they're functioning, they don't look quite right, but that's not important. I have been told it's going to be a really cold winter. Last winter was quite mild, wasn't it? The winter before, oh gosh, nightmares. Yeah. So, I have got a blackout blind in my room, but I haven't got curtains up. And even though it was cool last winter, I'm not saying it was warm, but it was mild compared to what we usually get. And so, yeah, I've been told by a couple of old people. So one of my Airbnbs, this lady lives next door with her two brothers. The house has been in the family for 110 years and she is amazing. She's in her 80s and yeah, she still goes shopping. She drives this big 4x4 and I swear she could turn that thing around on a 2p piece. She's just amazing. Anyway, she's got a tree in her back garden and she's like, it's got loads of berries on it. That's a sign of cold winter. Don't know what this tree is. I don't know what it is about the berries, but yeah, that's what she said. It's going to be cold winter. So there's jobs like that I really want to get done. So I'm going to have to go get some curtain hooks. I've got the curtains already, but all the curtains from my old house, you know, I've got a sewing machine. If they're too long, too short, whatever, I can do something to them to make them work. I just have to buy the curtain hooks. These are the curtain hooks I need. They're not your standard curtain hooks. There's a plastic thing that goes here on like a runner or a rail. So these are the curtain hooks I need to get. I've done a few jobs already. I've moved the lounge around. I've shut the conservatory doors now in the lounge and I've put the sofa there. The curtains stayed up. I did that last year, put the railing up and the curtains. So that's mainly done. My son's got curtains and net curtains in his room. We've got all the blankets, the quilts, everything, so they're not massive jobs. I have been making another crochet blanket. I couldn't not. I have been finding things to do where I can sit in the lounge of an evening with my dad to keep him company. Yeah, and even sometimes I can't even crochet, guys. It's just that full on at the moment. Anyway, I have been crocheting. This blanket was meant to be a cover for this sofa. I've done it slightly wrong, so I think I've got less stitches than what I actually started with. And hopefully now I've sorted that out. I'm not sure, but anyway, the stitch I've done is a very tight stitch. It's not like a granny stitch where it's quite stretchy, it's quite tight, so it's a little bit smaller than I hoped it would be, but you know, I'll keep going and I think it'll look really ace. Even if it doesn't go over the sofa completely, it will cover it a little bit. I also am desperate to make some arm covers because this sofa now is over, well, it's about 20 years old, this sofa bed, and there's nothing wrong with it. It still works. I use it when family or friends come to stay. I come in here and stay on the sofa bed and give up my room so they go in my room, so it's still really good. But it doesn't matter how many times I wash these arms now, they're just not coming clean, and that's driving me insane. I haven't got the money to reupholster it, and the arms are quite square. And I was saying to my dad, you know, I was like, I just can't find arm covers, and he was like, well, make some, you're quite clever enough. You know, and it's lovely for him to have that much faith in me and believe in me, even though, like, you know, he's not always with us. He just comes out with something random like that, you know. So yeah, I am going to make some arm covers. That's another job, but it's not important, is it? It's not important. So yeah, done that. And I also made myself this cardigan. It's a long cardigan and I've put pockets on it and I've put some buttons on it. this is the wool I used. It's a chunky wool and I literally made it in less than a week, and I love wearing it around the house. Oh, it's got a hood on it as well. Yeah, so because it's chunky on, it's so quick to work up. I've done it a little bit longer. I followed the video on YouTube. I've done it a little bit longer. I wanted it longer, so I just added a few more rows. But I put the pockets too low. I need to unpick the pockets and put them up. But to have around the house, because these last couple of days, it has gone very cold, hasn't it? Very cold. Well, not very cold, but it has gone cooler, and I can see I've got this watch on me, guys, because wasn't sleeping too well, so it's monitoring my sleep, so we can see it monitors my heartbeat and my stress levels and things like that. That is improving. That's all improving now. When I first started, it was quite an eye-opener. But yeah, that is improving now, so I'm keeping an eye on that. My heating and gas, that's another thing, guys, that's been driving me insane, because you know I like to keep it as low as possible. When I first moved into this house, I've got to stick with OVO. I can't swap. But I've locked in with a deal with them now, and it's not too bad. And so I've managed now to bring my standing order down. So when I first moved in, they wanted £225 a month off me. They're very, very good. Like, they said, we'll monitor you for the first 3 months and then bring it down, you know, like British Gas and everybody like that. It's like 6 to 12 months, but OVO's only 3 months. And so we did that, and it's been coming down slowly. I've got my bill down. I'm paying £130 a month, and I'm £320 in credit. And I like that. I like, you know, that is a lot of money to be in credit with. But with my dad, he feels the cold terribly, and he has that heating on all the time. I do wrap him up. I've got blankets, throws on his seat, hot water bottles, and he's still cold. And he's like, I'm putting the heating on. So the heating goes on. I do turn radiators off up here, because me and my son just melt otherwise. But I don't have to stress now about keeping my dad warm, because I'm in credit, that's £320, and so if he wants to put the heating on, he can. It's not more money I have to find, and at the moment I just don't need the stress and the worry of anything else. Right, guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm sorry this is a bit of a long chatty video, but I've got a bit of time, so I'm going to get it done, and I wanted to check in with you guys while I had the chance, because I don't know when my next video is going to be. I've been let down a lot, and I'm hoping that's going to change now. But yeah, we're doing okay, guys. We're still going. We're still going, still fighting every day and waking up every day. So I hope you're all keeping well and doing good. I will see you soon.